You did it. You arrived at this day. You began with curiosity, hope, and uncertainty, with a desire to heal yourself and help others. You faced early struggles, unfamiliar vocabulary, new concepts and frameworks. You engaged in deep personal introspection, and now you have climbed a great mountain. Today, you stand with a real gift to offer the world, and you should be very proud of that achievement. So, without further ado, congratulations to the class of 2025 for your hard work and dedication. At Joyful Belly, we are very grateful that you chose to walk your Ayurveda journey with us. This has been a remarkable journey for all of us. And I want to offer heartfelt thanks to every student for your perseverance and spirit, and to staff and faculty for their guidance, their support, and their devotion. We've embarked on a great study of nature to understand your own nature and the nature of your clients, training your eyes to see the world in terms of biocharacteristics, the subtle patterns of nature, to understand yourself, your constitution, your habits, your tendencies, and your blind spots. Slowly, steadily, you developed a healer's mind, sharpening your observation skills, becoming more steady in your compassion, taking more personal responsibility in the knowledge that you have to heal others, advancing your discipline in the practice and your focus on the client. In all of this growth, we must step back and also be astonished at nature itself. It's extraordinary that we get to study whole living things with all their layers and complexity and find reliable answers and patterns that help us restore, replenish, and heal what is broken. And yes, we should take delight in that natural order and celebrate it. That despite all of the overwhelming complexity of human beings and the chaos, uncertainty, and constant change of life, behind each person's special individual circumstances that are the hallmark of nature's abundant diversity, we stand in awe to discover that a fundamental structure, a studyable structure, remains. That we do not live in a random world, but an ordered world where there are patterns that we can discern, intelligible patterns that we can study and use to help one another. And Ayurveda makes that profound and courageous claim that we can understand the whole, not just the parts. That a living body is not just a collection of systems, but a unified whole, a harmony of qualities and forces. And not just the living body, but the whole universe itself. That there is a divine order and pattern woven into reality that makes healing possible. It's a great, great good to study the workings of nature. And through understanding nature, we can hope to have a share in the fruits of nature, to discover beauty, meaning, and grace in it, and come closer to the mind of the Creator. Constitutional medicine is not only the study of nature, but enters into and participates in the living rhythms of the world. Ayurveda tells us that beauty and all things pleasing come from this fountain of life itself. And Ayurveda is the art of discovering that fountain, returning again and again to what is natural, life-giving, and wholesome. Our very happiness comes from knowing, having, and surrendering to that nature, that source, and turning away from what is unnatural, otherwise known as pranya parad, and turning towards and embracing what is natural, aligned, and life-giving. And when we do that, we participate most intimately in the divine creativity and receive its abundant life. As Ayurveda practitioners, we believe on the deepest spiritual levels that all of our most creative acts and every potential we have, every fruit we bear, and all the love we give arises from that simple surrender and great appreciation of the great natural design. Could anything be more rational than that? And yet, we shouldn't take it for granted. The profound desire that we all share to know nature is easy to rebel against. It's easy to rebel against it and live out of step with the very order that sustains us. When I first heard of Ayurveda, I opposed it. I saw in its teachings a restriction of my freedom. Its rules, dogmas, guidance, and structure, I thought of it as a hindrance. As a chef, as a food artist, and someone who finds rapture in food, I rebelled against dietary restrictions. I wanted to express myself through food without limitation, without the word should. But as I later found out, my resistance was a pranya parad, a crime against my own higher knowing. And it's true that every truth feels oppressive until it's understood. And once it's understood, that same truth becomes freedom. A child doesn't want to learn the rules of the piano, but would rather strike the keys wildly. It's too much effort to learn the piano, he says. But when that same child opens his heart and surrenders to the laws of music, the world transforms and he discovers harmony and beauty and ultimately the true freedom to express himself fully through music. And Ayurveda is the same. When resisted, it looks like a restriction, but when embraced, it becomes the path to harmony, beauty, and freedom. And you've learned that true freedom that comes from understanding your own body. At this point, I can't express how grateful I am that I found nature's medicine, and grateful that you have found it as well. Nature's laws are not a restriction, but an opportunity. To my surprise, Ayurveda didn't destroy the art of cooking and did not limit my creativity, but instead it enhanced it. And I should not have been surprised to discover that the senses are tuned to nature's beauty as well. Learning the laws of nature has made life feel simpler and more fulfilling and bone deep satisfying. And that's the kind of satisfaction that comes from alignment, from living beautifully within the order of nature, surrendering to it rather than fighting against it. And today you have that order within you. I talk to many prospective students each year who regret not studying Ayurveda. But I've never met the practitioner who regrets studying Ayurveda. They regret not studying it, but everyone who has pursued it loves it and still loves it to this day. We all feel that we've reached into a very fertile well and grateful that somehow God has brought this path before us. You've all taken the great step forward, working hard to penetrate this ancient science and art of life. And not just it, but human design itself. There are many who want to escape the reality of our humanity. We see this all about us in the culture, to live independently on acres of land far away from people, lamenting population growth and the dogmas of social convention that come from living in community. Many of those people in community are overwhelmed, overstimulated, and disconnected from the body and nature. But Ayurveda offers a profound counter narrative. The knowledge of how to slow down, align with rhythms, and live meaningfully in daily life in human community. It's remarkable that instead of escape, you have turned your love towards human life, towards real people that are the true object of our study and our pilgrimage. Your devotion to human flourishing is the very essence of liberty, love, and charity. Some of the most noble, greatest figures in history have had your calling. Hippocrates, Charaka, Galen, Avicenna, and countless unknown healers down to the present day. These great figures have shared your fascination with the nurture and care of human life. You share their devotion towards their communities, families, children, and grandchildren. And today we commend you as you join their ranks. Recognize that your accomplishment, your education sets you apart. You've received something more than just knowledge of Ayurveda. Day by day, throughout this course, you didn't just learn, but you were challenged to think, understand, and apply. You persevered, balancing family, work, study, and life crises. Moments where you thought you wouldn't make it, and yet you did. You discovered a strength within yourself, cultivating patience, humility, steadiness, the moral responsibilities of becoming a healer that is knowledgeable, accurate, the courage to meet suffering with clarity and kindness. The culture of alternative health and wellness tends to be soft on details, focusing on intuition and beauty only. Our confidence in Ayurveda is not built by praising it. You have worked to prove it through direct experience. That personal experience with Ayurveda, together with measurement of your client outcomes, must become the unshakable foundation of confidence and the mark of distinction in the years to come. Remember that relief you felt when your pathogenesis flowchart was finally improved, when you created your clinic, the first time you could finally feel the herbal actions in a food experiment, the first time you met with a client or crafted an herb formula, when you looked at a client's tongue and saw meaning in it, your first public presentation of Ayurveda. Einstein once said, the most incomprehensible thing about the universe is that it is so comprehensible. So stay true to this mode of inquiry into mystery, resting not on blind faith and ideas, but a faith and intuition inspired by and built upon disciplined and structured inquiry and surrender. Then an amazing thing happens. You find that wisdom has grown within you, and that amazing thing we call intuition is suddenly there. That ability to see between the lines, to innovate, to contribute. Intuition built on solid ground of what is real and true. So stay proud of the mountain you have climbed. And I can speak for all of Joyful Belly in saying we are very excited that you have arrived at this moment. Thank you. With that, I'd like to introduce our valedictorians and salutatorians for all of our classes. And I'll start with Panchakarma. Am I ahead of slides here? There we go. All right, you're with me. Our salutatorian award for Panchakarma goes to Julie Critchley. Julie is a versatile and reliable expert in the healing arts. She runs a long-standing successful massage practice and has years of study. Her knowledge, compassion, and devotion shines, yet she carries it all with humility. Her calm strength is truly exceptional, bringing warmth and wisdom to every interaction. Julie was the heart of our study groups, steady, kind, and supportive. She kept everyone organized, rounded up the class with her gentle leadership, and brought caring focus and encouragement to every session. The Panchakarma course itself is an advanced course taken after every other course at Joyful Belly. And it includes both a deep dive into the ancient texts of Charaka and also the body awareness skills of Marma points, in addition to studying modern medical testing. And Julie truly mastered all of those. And not just in this course, but in all of her courses at Joyful Belly. So thank you, Julie, for your excellence. This year's valedictorian award goes to Kathy Antonowitz. Kathy is precision personified. She is focused, driven, and analytically sharp, ready to take on and excel in challenging academic pursuits. She embodies excellence in motion, inspiring with her determination and unstoppable energy. So with that, I'd like to invite Kathy to say a few words to the class.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Thanks,
Kathy.
John. That was so nice of you. Okay, let me get my little speech that I had prepared ready. All right. So, good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to be here today representing our graduating class as we celebrate the completion of our Panchakarma specialist journey together. Over these past few months, we've delved deeply into the study of therapies and oils and herbs and the transformative power of cleansing. But even more profoundly, we've come to understand what it truly means to nurture the body, mind, and soul. I'd first like to express my heartfelt gratitude to John for the incredible opportunity to learn while also contributing as a curriculum developer, an endeavor much like staying centered during Virechana, challenging, humbling, and only possible with a little divine intervention. Your trust, guidance, wisdom, and most of all, your patience have shaped me in ways that go far beyond the role of an Ayurvedic practitioner. And to Jeremy, the Gandalf of ghee, leading us through the magical, messy world of Panchakarma. Thank you for being such an essential part of this journey. You've not only taught us the practical techniques of PK, but also instilled in us a deeper sense of balance, awareness, and compassion for ourselves and those we'll serve. These lessons will stay with us, shaping our practice and our lives well beyond this program. To my amazing classmates, Julie, Haley, Jen, Danielle, we did it, y'all. Thanks for the camaraderie, the laughter, and those moments when we were all tempted to turn our textbooks into kindling, trying to make sense of this ancient wisdom. Learning Basti, for instance, was definitely a crash course in humility. And I think we can all agree that mastering the art of administering medicated oils into every orifice took equal parts of creativity, determination, and a little faith in the process. And of course, a special shout out to the OGs of Ayurveda, Shashrut, Charak, and Bhagvat, among others, for blessing us with centuries of wisdom to study and still managing to leave us with more questions than answers. And last but not least, I owed a debt of gratitude to ChatGPT for its emotional support, grammatical excellence, and ability to turn my chaotic thoughts into complete sentences and to navigate this journey one question at a time. There were moments of trial and, yes, a little bit of chaotic whirlwind vata energy, but that's what made this journey unforgettable. Along the way, we learned that true healing isn't just about treatments, it's about finding the right balance, tempering fiery, determined pitta with steady, unshakable kapha, and keeping vata from running the show while still making time to laugh at ourselves when theory meets reality. As we step into this next chapter of our lives, I hope we carry these lessons forward. May we approach each challenge with clarity, each client with care, and each day with the balance that Ayurveda has taught us to seek. Congratulations to all of us on graduating from a program at Joyful Belly. Today, we celebrate not what we've accomplished, but the adventure that got us here. As both a student, a teacher, and a lifelong learner, I'm so grateful for every experience that made this journey meaningful and for proving that even the trickiest moments, when met with curiosity, courage, and a little bit of humor, can turn into lessons in growth, resilience, and connection.
John, you're muted.
Thank you, Kathy. And yes, that is so important that um, little bit of humor that we need to add to get through the muck of health. So health can sometimes be scary for our clients and also unsavory for the practitioner. So that little bit of humor helps keep it all very real and makes it light. So uh, and you bring that to your analytical excellence. You bring humanistic humor, and that I'm very appreciative of that. All right, in the clinical Ayurveda herbalist course, also an extremely difficult course and an amazing course where our students advance beyond basic understanding of biocharacteristics to herbal strategies from several traditions and advanced pharmacology and also advanced knowledge of disease. All of this is contained in the marathon of the herbalist course. And so our uh, so all of you who have graduated from that course, I just want to again uh, show my appreciation for what you have accomplished. It is no easy feat. In particular, I want to congratulate our salutatorian, Carolyn Brandy. Caro contributes her strong, clinical, research-focused mindset to the field of health and wellness. She is an absolute sponge for knowledge, consistently bringing deep thinking and excellent questions to class discussions. In her academic work, she shows her commitment and orientation towards mastery, a comfort with technical vocabulary, and confidence in her reasoning skills. She's excellent at pattern recognition, which is a core skill to clinical assessment. We anticipate her high-level impact as she advances the knowledge and science of constitutionally based medicine systems. So thank you, Carol. And again, congratulations on a well-deserved accomplishment. Our valedictorian this year for the herbalist course is Roxanne Baribeau. Roxanne's grasp of the science is profound, and she is an absolute delight to teach, bringing her enthusiasm and energy to every class. She's practical, active, and driven, but all of that without losing the fun of the journey, which in the end is a sure and remarkable sign of her decades-long commitment to personal growth. Her thorough answers on homework are jam-packed with life wisdom. She's a natural leader, whether as a student facilitating study groups or in her personal life as a mom, wife, and business owner. With that, Roxanne, I'd like to invite you to give a few words to the class.
Thank you, John. Now I have to say a speech after all that. Hello, everyone. Congratulations, everyone. This is amazing. Oh, what a pleasure it's been to be with Joyful Belly for these last few years, and I hope that it's going to be forever. Um, Welcome teachers, support staff, and herbal allies. So for our herb course, first and foremost, it's my honor to express heartfelt gratitude to our brilliant teachers. Your knowledge ran so deep, it felt like we were trying to strain a thick decoction out of a coffee filter. But we did it. You guided us with grace, humor, and endless inspiration. From Andrew's wealth of knowledge and his ability to explain confusing Holmes concepts in a new relatable light. He's amazing. To Jeremy, of course, your ever inspiring experience and knowledge with every live class and every case study. And in our herb course, we cannot forget when I think it was our final class, Ayurvedic herbal formulas, but we played charades. So fun. Janine for dialing us back in with your PowerPoint visualizations, Kathy with your excitement for herbs, guiding us to organize herbal information and supporting us through the very challenge you know firsthand with humility. And of course, John, a wealth of knowledge, a matter of fact, but most importantly, teaching us to be open and to challenge what we see and hear and learn through experience, keeping us inspired to learn. We are here because of you. And not to forget, of course, Joyful Belly's super duper support staff for maintaining stellar communication. This really helped to ease our challenges. To all of my classmates, what a journey it has been. This course was rich, intense, and at times downright pungent. There were days where we felt like our brain certainly needed a nervine tonic, and our schedule could use some serious adaptogenic support. But somehow, we found balance. Maybe a little Cito Pilati to help us breathe again when we're or a sniff of rosemary. I mean, mine's up here, but I have it for clarity. Or some mangista when our blood was literally starting to boil. Most of all, we were a community and we were held together like a perfectly blended formula. One of the most beautiful lessons that I took from this program was learning to see each herb as a person, full of stories, moods, and layers, with a first name and a last name. We learned to approach each herb, not or each plant, not as an herb or not as just medicine, but as a teacher, one with quirks, temperaments, and deep wisdom, waiting to be understood. And through studying them, we got to know ourselves a little better too. This course has changed how we move through our day, seeing herbs in conversations, in emotions, in the meals we cook, and in the people we love. The teachers have woven themselves into everyday life, these teachings, and you teachers as well. It's like a slow infusion that deepens with time. So today, we celebrate and we can raise our tincture bottles, or if you have a cup of tea, whatever you have, to all of the teachers, all of the support staff, everyone who poured all of their wisdom into us, to the classmates, to the root that rooted beside us, and to our plants, which are our greatest allies and companions. So may we go forward and be the shatavari in someone's exhaustion, or the ginger in someone's stagnation, or the licorice that brings harmony to all. Much love and gratitude, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Roxanne. I just have a question. You say played charades. Was this Ayurvedic herbal formula charades that you played?
It
Or was
was.
this another kind of okay, that's what I was wondering. Yeah,
Ayurvedic herbal formulas, and it was so much fun because we got to get up and be silly, and it was awesome.
great. Great, good. I love that. The Ayurveda Health Counselor course is a 2-year marathon, a start to finish marathon where many begin knowing very little about um, about the whole profession of health and wellness, very little about the body, and they emerge rich in knowledge. It's not easy to maintain that level of commitment over the 2 years that's necessary to sort of go from the embryo to being born. And so I want to appreciate the stamina of every one of our Ayurveda Health Counselor graduates today. In particular, I'm proud to offer the salutatorian award to Nicole Hanna. Nicole is highly observant, expressing herself both artistically and analytically with precision. She is diligent, systematic, and thorough in her answers, yet remains emotionally intuitive, sensitive to mood and inner experience of her peers and clients. Nicole is deeply caring in her reflections and her interactions with others, and her reliable excellence shows a deep respect for the knowledge that she pursues. So I'm proud to offer her this year's Salutatorian Award for the Ayurveda Health Counselor course. This year's valedictorian for the Ayurveda Health Counselor course is Katja Pechnikar. In addition to her excellent clinical analyses, Katja masters the interpersonal aspects of health and wellness. Her communication skills lend itself well to excellent patient-centered care and coaching. With her strong class participation, warm, supportive presence, and intuitive sensitivity to emotional tone, she is sure to build great rapport with her clients in her clinical future. And Katja, I invite you to share a few words with your class.
Thank you, John. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Great. Um, well, I still remember stumbling upon the Joyful Berry website for the first time years ago while searching for Ayurvedic recipes. And who would have thought that a simple search would open the door to something so profound that just a few years later, I would be here studying as part of this incredible community. Each of us has our own unique story of how we came to Ayurveda, some through personal healing, others through curiosity or coincidence. But we were all drawn here by the same desire to go deeper, to truly understand, and to bring this ancient wisdom into our modern lives. And what a journey it's been. This program gave us more than we could have imagined. Not just knowledge, but transformation. We didn't just study Ayurveda, we became Ayurveda in the way we think, eat, and live. What made this experience truly special wasn't just the material, though it was extraordinary, but the way it was presented. The learning felt natural and alive, so that sometimes we didn't even realize how much we were absorbing. Yes, it was demanding at times, but it flowed, and more than anything, we enjoyed the process. We will all carry with us the words of wisdom we heard along the way. Phrases like pain pushes, vision pulls. Don't be informational, be inspirational. Simple lines, but deeply powerful. These are the things that stay with us, echo in our mind, and guide our choices long after the lectures are over. One of the most meaningful parts of this experience was how we were encouraged to think critically, not just to memorize, but to experience. Throughout our studies, we experimented with food in ways many of us had never done before, paying attention to how each meal, each spice, each herb affected our bodies and minds. I remember the first time I truly noticed how profound that impact could be. From that moment on, I experienced this food on a completely different level, as medicine, as energy, as a living dialogue with my body. And I know many of my classmates felt that same awakening, that realization of how alive Ayurveda becomes when we embody it. That sense that Ayurveda is not dogma, but discovery will stay with us always, both as practitioners and as people. And now, as we each step into the world of Ayurvedic counselors, we carry with us the voices of our teachers. Don't overwhelm your client. Baby steps. Changing diet is like changing a religion. We may not have understood the full weight of those words while we were studying. But now, as we begin to guide others, their wisdom unfolds in new ways every day. We were also supported every step of the way by our professors, mentors, staff, and one another. I will never forget reaching out one evening, expecting to hear back the next day, and getting an immediate, kind response. That spirit of care and availability ran through this entire program. And among classmates, there was always encouragement, advice, and laughter, a true sense of community. Choosing the Joyful Belly College of Ayurveda was one of the best decisions I've ever made, and I know many of us feel the same. This program bridges worlds, bringing a Western approach to classical Ayurveda that meets us right where we are in our modern lifestyles, diets, and environments, while staying true to its sacred roots. That balance is rare, and it's exactly what our world needs today. This program didn't just add to our lives, it transformed them. And for some of us, it even helped us find our calling. And for that, we'll always be grateful. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Last but not least, Mastering Ayurvedic Digestion and Nutrition, the deep dive into the digestive tract, going specifically through major diseases in the major digestive disorders and diseases of the digestive tract. A both a that depth is both challenging, but also having that specialization gives confidence to our students that they have comprehensive knowledge in one area of the body that goes far and beyond. And so with that, I would like to award this year's salutatorian to Natasha Miller. Tasha is a formidable presence. She leads with awe-inspiring dynamism and sure-footed courage. Talking with her, you feel like you are standing before thunder and visionary greatness. Her steady presence and warm personality make her a joy to have in class. She approaches every interaction with poise and charm, using her keen intelligence to overcome challenges, while at the same time gathering formidable resources to launch forward in all of her pursuits. I think it's safe to say that we've probably all learned as much from Tasha as she learned from us. And so congratulations, Tasha, on becoming this year's salutatorian. This year's valedictorian in the Mastering Ayurvedic Digestion class goes to Tina Lynn Carvalides. Tina is truly brilliant and classy. Her insight, curiosity, attention to detail, and depth of understanding consistently elevate the entire class. Her emotional intelligence shines, inspiring those around her with her wisdom, and with her enthusiasm. Always interactive, she asks provocative questions and follows them through with very smart answers. And with that, I'd like to invite you to share a few words with your classmates. Tina.
Thank you, John. Hi, everyone. Fix it a little bit. Hello, everyone. Whatever time of day you're in, it's so nice to be able to gather online to celebrate a year of challenging but rewarding work in all of your programs, and especially my current cohort or my just graduating cohort of MID. So first, congratulations on this goal. You guys have all done such a lovely job with speaking. It's like, how can I add to that? I guess to start, I just want to note that the Joyful Belly programs have been such an effective platform. We've all found our way here, and it's been bringing people together as aspiring healers and eager learners. And this MID cohort has been recognized as a very dedicated group. And I've already seen some of the amazing directions that you're all taking. Many of you already work in areas where the added digestive expertise will be well used to serve your clients and communities. And many of you are also healing yourselves, but also, of course, extending that care to those around you. I hope that you are energized at the completion of your courses to put your knowledge to work in the world. As I delved back into MID this fall to wrap up loose ends, all those red items in the download box, and the final version of the therapeutic protocol, I was reminded of both the breadth and depth of our learning. AI can tell us the definition or the symptoms of a GI disorder, but now we also understand digestive imbalances on an energetic level. So in terms of elements and gunas and factors in the susceptibility of the body, and those subtle prodromal signs, those precursors to disease or more serious states of disease. And this is empowering. So this learning over this year, this diving a little deeper into digestion, I found to be very empowering, a way to build that confidence in, this foundational area of what we're doing with Ayurveda. And especially given that the digestive fire, the Agni, or the metabolic function, is the cornerstone of health in Ayurveda, because as you all know, we are what we eat and are able to digest. Ayurveda is deeply rooted, but also practical, as a body of knowledge. So even though it can feel like there is always so much more to learn, and there is, we see as, we talk to each other in other programs, and as we do our own learning, we can just sort of see how deep that learning can go. But I encourage you to take this opportunity to recognize how much you already know, and the problem solving and research skills in particular, with the therapeutic protocol, all of those skills you've gained that will allow you to help others even as you keep growing in your expertise. So trust your abilities and your passion to put this knowledge out there to help people find their individualized path to better health and a more balanced state. And this is my pep talk to myself as well, to just, gather the knowledge, but put it out there as well. We really do start a 10-year journey in Ayurveda. I remember John saying that at the very beginning, and thinking that's a long time, but I'm almost halfway through that, and still learning. And there's opportunities for detours to gather learning from other traditions. And many of you are well on your way. For me, AHC and then MID have been very much a lesson in self-care, a reminder of forgotten inner wisdom or instincts. And in looking at the digestive system, especially, we are more aware of how we are made. So the process of breaking down and then rebuilding that forms healthy tissues, and, minimizing the toxic ammo, of course. And this is the foundation. This is the vision from which we can guide others. You are already healers. You have worked to deeply understand your own constitution, imbalances, digestive strength, and you've assessed each other and community clients. And as we work to keep this momentum going along our unique paths, I know you will remain curious, continuing to grow and learn and serve. And many of you already have business experience, and I look forward to staying connected and learning from each other as a alumni community. Wherever your journey takes you next, I wish you success, but most of all, good digestion and vitality in your own minds and bodies along the way. We are a bunch that are really interested in balance, but there's always going to be some overwhelm or overwork in our studies or in life, in unexpected things that happen in life. So we've learned that resilience of the body and the mind, is developed with intentional self-care routines, as well as support from others, which will hopefully include connections that you've made at Joyful Belly. Because once you've analyzed poop together, nothing's off limits, right? So finally, we have been so privileged to learn from the dedicated instructors at Joyful Belly. Many different instructors guided us along the way each week, and they have been so generous in their knowledge, as well as providing an example for us in how to create a fulfilling life of service and healing. We have also been supported all along the way by Joyful Belly's energetic and very responsive staff, who know each of you personally, which is a great indicator of how every student's learning and experience is prioritized. So thank you all for getting us through. And finally, as we cultivate our own wisdom, wise words from others are still appreciated. So I'll leave you with a few from Aristotle, since I'm immersed in the virtue psychology at the moment. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act, but a habit, because excellence is a habit that you've cultivated this past year. And I also like his idea that health is a matter of choice, not a mystery of chance, which reminds us that our guidance around things like diet and lifestyle choices really does matter. So be very proud of your progress and be well. Thank you.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Tina. Well, yeah, some wise words from Aristotle. Sometimes it's amazing that, whenever, you think you came upon something novel, you realize, oh, Aristotle has, has discovered it. And so great that you've brought his quote for excellence to today's discussion. And yeah, that excellence is a habit. I love that. I like that a lot. Thank you, Tina. All right, with that, I'm going to turn things over to Rachel, our program coordinator, the center of or great spoke of a large wheel of joyful belly. Rachel is involved in almost all aspects of Joyful Belly and loved by all, um, and takes a lot of care to make sure that all of us feel at home here. And I say that even for myself, that she also her welcoming presence even makes me feel more at home here. And it's and I started the school. So yeah, so she is truly a blessing to work with here at Joyful Belly. Her devotion and coordination skills and her tireless efforts to bring us all together are pretty amazing. So with that, I'll turn things over to you, Rachel.
Thank you, John. Hi, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for being here to celebrate with us today. Huge congratulations to the class of 2025 and all of our valedictorians and salutatorians. It's so great to be here with you. Our time together has been extraordinary, and we're deeply grateful for all of your hard work and your commitment and your presence and the many ways that you've enriched our school and supported one another. You've all grown tremendously, and together we've navigated challenges for sure, discoveries, and huge transformation. I'm truly proud of each and every one of you, and so without further delay, it's my great honor to present each of our graduating clinicians with their certificate. Adina Schroeder, MID. Amberly Kelly Dotson, AHC. Anna Frauenfelder, MID. Bridget Brown Menifee, MID. Camila Arango, MID. Kathy Antonowitz, PKS. Eileen Leslie, MID. Ekta Harrit, MID. Haley Austin, PKS. Janine Love, CAH. Jennifer Foley Yavuz, AHC. Jessica Stith, MID. Johanna Salikin, AHC. Johanna Williams, AHC and CAH. Julie Critchley, PKS. Kaisa Gervine, AHC. Cami Sleggers, MID. Carolyn Brandy, CAH. Kartia Pechnikar, AHC. Christina Trudell, MID. Lori Pasco, CAH. Monica Goncharovska, CAH. Natasha Miller, MID. Nicole Hanna, AHC. Nicola Jordan, CAH. Rodrigo Garcia, MID. Roxanne Berrybow, CAH. Ruby Baggin, CAH. Ryan Panton, MID. Sarah McMahon, CAH. Shawnee Bilardello, MID. Tanya Melkonian, CAH. Tegan Fox, AHC. Tina Lynn Carvalitis, MID. Tanya Durham, AHC. Tracy Chinichi Diaz, AHC. Rosanna Sluga Stiek, MID. Congratulations again to all of our 2025 graduates. I'm delighted to reintroduce Julie Critchley, Joyful Belly Teacher Assistant, Student Support Specialist, and this year's PKS Salutatorian to help present awards for our top students in all courses.
Thank you, Rachel. I'm proud to present the Joyful Belly Class of 2025 Honor Roll, recognizing exceptional students who have completed the course in the top 25 percentile of their class. Their dedication and hard work are truly commendable, and we celebrate their outstanding academic achievements. Johanna Williams. Nicole Hanna. Katja Petnikar. Keegan Fox. Kaisa Gervine. Amberly Kelly Dotson. Anna Frohenfelder. Eileen Leslie. Ekta Harrett. Jessica Stith. Henry Slagers. Christina Trudell. Natasha Miller. Shawnee Bilardello. Tina Lynn Carvalitis. Janine Love. Roxanne Berrybow. Caroline Brandy. Nicola Jordan. Ruby Bagan. Kathy Antonowitz. Haley Austin. And yours truly, Julie Critchley.
The Distinguished Scholar Award for Superb Exam Performance recognizes students who achieved the highest scores on one or more exams, demonstrating exceptional academic excellence. This distinguished honor highlights their dedication and outstanding performance in their studies. Katja Petnikar. Tina Lynn Carvalitis. Ruby Bagan. And Haley Austin. The Distinguished Scholar Award for Academic Excellence honors students for outstanding achievement and inspirational thought leadership, recognizing their great answers both in class and on homework assignments. This prestigious accolade celebrates their exceptional contributions to academic discussions and assignments. Amberly Kelly Dotson. Katja Petnikar. Nicole Hanna. Cami Slegers. Natasha Miller. Tina Lynn Carvalitis. Carolyn Brandy. Nicola Jordan. Roxanne Berrybow. Kathy Antonowitz. Haley Austin. and Julie Critchley. The Distinguished Scholar Award for Ayurvedic Pathogenesis recognizes students who excel in creating detailed and accurate pathogenesis flowcharts, demonstrating their deep understanding of disease processes from an Ayurvedic perspective. This award celebrates their ability to clearly illustrate complex medical concepts and contribute to the learning community with their exceptional work. Amberly Kelly Dotson, Kartia Pechnikar, Nicole Hanna, and Roxanne Berrybow.
The Clinical Excellence Award is presented to students in the Ayurveda Health Counselor Program who demonstrate outstanding clinical skills as reflected in mentor feedback. This award acknowledges their dedication to client care, practical application of Ayurvedic principles, and excellence in clinical practice. Amberly Kelly Dotson. Kartia Pektikar. Nicole Hanna. The Top Therapeutic Research Award for MID Therapeutic Protocol honors the most exceptional protocol among competitive field of outstanding submissions. Narrowed down from 12 nominees by our teacher, this award recognizes the researcher's excellence in developing a highly effective and innovative therapeutic protocol. Natasha Miller. The Continuous Growth Award recognizes the students who embody curiosity, engagement, and a deep commitment to learning. This award honors the individuals who consistently ask insightful questions, show the most engagement in their studies, and put forth extraordinary effort to expand their knowledge of Ayurveda. Johanna Williams. Bridget Brown Menifee, Nicola Jordan, and Rodrigo Garcia.
The Outstanding Positive Leadership Award, also known as the MVP Spirit Award, celebrates the students who exemplify outstanding leadership, positivity, and engagement with the community. This award honors the best student leaders who have been the most active on student chats, consistently demonstrating a positive attitude and inspiring others through their enthusiasm and dedication. Amberly Kelly Dotson, Camila Arango, Roxanne Berrybow, and Julie Critchley.
The Clinic Marketing and Design Excellence Award. This award recognizes outstanding excellence in practice, marketing, and visual communication. The recipient crafted a clinical page that is both aesthetically strong and strategically clear, making their service easy to understand and inviting to potential clients. Johanna Williams. Camila Arango, and Ruby Began.
We extend our sincere congratulations to each of our award recipients for their outstanding contributions to their class. Now I'd like to invite our faculty to say a few words to our graduates. So we'll start with Jeremy. Jeremy, are you still on?
I am indeed. Hello and congratulations to everybody. This is beyond exciting. I am so absolutely thrilled for you all. I'm so excited to see you all here today and just celebrate your accomplishments. So, way to go. These accomplishments represent so much dedication. We are all totally aware of how much dedication and resilience and just commitment to growth has gone into this, all of the hours and heart and soul. And so today is just a moment of big joy, of recognition, and of just honoring the journey that brought you to this point. Every single one of you has walked a demanding path and a transformative path through this study of Ayurveda and its science, its clinical depth, and its connection to nature and to the human experience. You've studied your digestive systems, all the systems of the body, the herbs, the assessments, the counseling, and the subtle art of seeing the whole person, not just the symptom. And you didn't just learn it, you lived it, and you showed up again and again with discipline and curiosity and heart. Ayurveda teaches us that healing begins with awareness, and awareness of our inner landscape and awareness of our natural world. And it teaches us that balance isn't something that we find once. It's something that we're cultivating every day through intention and through alignment. And it's a journey. Through this program, you've practiced that. You've come to understand your own body, your own patterns, your own nature. And from that place, you have learned how to help other people do the same. And what you have completed is not only academically rigorous, but emotionally and spiritually demanding. You have memorized and practiced and questioned and integrated and embodied. And you've held space for each other and you've stretched your boundaries and you've stepped into the lineage of a science that is as old as time, truly, that is rooted in compassion and also the belief that each being carries their own inner medicine. And so now, as graduates, you become stewards of that wisdom and you carry forward the teachings of Ayurveda and of balance and of connection and of listening deeply to the body, to the environment, and to the subtle signals that guide life towards harmony. So, whether you go into a clinical practice, community work, herbalism, education, or simply weave the wisdom that is Ayurveda into the world around you, you bring with you a light that is needed now more than ever. So, today we don't just celebrate what you have completed, we celebrate who you have become. You are here today not only with knowledge, but with a capacity to transform lives, beginning with your own. And I am honored, I am truly honored to have witnessed your growth. And I'm excited and inspired and deeply confident in the impact that each of you will make as you carry Ayurveda forward with integrity and humility and joy. So, congratulations. I'm very excited for you all today.
Thank you, Jeremy. I'd like to ask Kathy if she would like to jump on and say a few words.
So everything Jeremy said and more. So it was an honor to be able to teach this year for both CAH and for AHC. And I felt like every time I jumped into class. I still felt like a student, and it was really rad to be able to take the program all over again, but from kind of the other side. And every time I taught a class, I learned more about myself. I felt like I was a student all over again. And so I thank all of you as students for pushing me to be a better practitioner and a better teacher. Um, and it was really exciting to see everyone's journey, starting out at the beginning, feeling like all of this information was just too much to take in. And then by the end of it, being such great clinicians and practitioners and herbalists, and although you might have not seen that progression from beginning to end because it happened so organically, I definitely witnessed it as both a grader and a teacher. And it was just really amazing to witness that growth. And I'm really excited to see what everyone does with all of this knowledge as herbalists, whether you're working with clients one-on-one or starting your own herbal apothecary or doing workshops. There's just so many different things that you can do with this knowledge. And I was just really fortunate to be a part of it. And I'm wishing everyone the best of luck.
Thank you, Kathy. Roxanne, would you like to speak for a few?
Yes, I will. Hello, everyone. So everything Jeremy and Kathy said, that was my little joke. But all awesome. Thank you, Jeremy, Kathy. You guys are rock star teachers. Love you. Hope I can continue to learn from you forever. So it brings me great pleasure and joy to have had the experience to teach all of you in MID. All of your inquisitive minds not only kept me on my toes as a teacher, but they also nurtured and expanded your own curiosity. Every class was a beautiful chance to learn and grow from, the sour pungency of vomiting and nausea, through the penetrating intensity of leaky gut, all the way to the depths of the colon. I mean, you guys persevered. And yes, perhaps you shared a little too much about digestive stories with your family, maybe more than they actually wanted to hear. But to all of us graduates, beyond the symptoms, the charts, the case studies, pathogenesis, you all showed heart, commitment, and the willingness to show up even when it was a challenge. You leaned into the discomfort, you digested the material, pun intended, and you allowed it to transform the way you see your body, your mind, your routines, and what's in your plate. So, as you step forward from here, remember that Ayurveda isn't spread by these grandiose gestures, that it grows through small, meaningful moments. So, spread it through, one conversation at a time, one workshop, one maybe aha moment with your client, one bite, one taste, one seed of understanding, knowledge, and connection at a time. So you're each of you are bring this warmth from this tradition to your communities. So you'll be bringing, the clarity when people are confused. You'll be bringing the comfort when people are feeling a challenge, and the hope of when there's an imbalance. And most importantly, of course, connection and experience. So we wish you to continue to share this wisdom, and we know that you will, and you guys are all be rock stars with confidence and compassion. So may your journeys be filled with sweetness and your challenges be met with steadiness. So very proud of all of you, very honored, and we cannot wait to see everything that you guys will all be doing. So let's stay connected. Thank you.
Thanks, Roxanne. Ashlyn, would you be willing to speak?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Rachel. I also want to second what the teachers have said, what Jeremy and Kathy and Roxanne have said so far. And first, congratulations to all of you on this amazing accomplishment. Ayurveda is something that we are called to do, to share, to teach, and to offer to our communities and beyond. And I just want to encourage you that you are well prepared, that you are well equipped and ready to share Ayurveda with all who will accept it from you and who will listen. And I'm just incredibly inspired by all of you, your perseverance. We all know who have been through the courses at Joyful Belly that they require a lot of sacrifice, huge investments of time and energy and all of those things. It's not a small undertaking. And so I hope that you are proud of what you've done. A huge thank you to your families for supporting you through the journey and for being willing to, be a part of the journey alongside you. So congratulations. As Roxanne also said, we look forward to seeing what you do with your wisdom that you've acquired over the years, and hope that you will stay in touch. Hope that you will continue to study Ayurveda to build upon what you've already learned and to continue to refine and sharpen your skills as clinicians. So stay involved with the community at Joyful Belly. Keep in touch with one another. It's really important to stay connected, to keep you inspired, to keep you moving deeper into all the wisdom and all the experience that this journey has to offer. So congratulations again, and hope to again stay in touch with all of you. Well done.
Thank you, Ashlyn. And a couple of our teachers weren't able to make it today, but some of them sent in a little video that we'll play for you now.
Hello, fellow herbal enthusiasts. I'm so honored to be a part of your education and part of this graduation ceremony. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my passion for plant medicine over this past year. I had a teacher when I was younger who I studied with for many years, who was a classical martial arts teacher, and he would always talk about the concepts of yin and yang and how it applies to everything in our experience of life in this world. It would say things like, up and down, yin and yang, internal, external, above and below, left and right, hot and cold, all of the pairs of dualities that make up life. So there's also energy in and out. So whenever I was studying with him, he always talked about the fact that we are taking energy in as students learning, and we spend hours and hours and actually even years learning from a teacher. So his famous saying was, you can't keep it for yourself. And the meaning is we have to take what we know and eventually use it and put that knowledge back out there in the universe to benefit whoever else it is. That is the flow of yin and yang, because if you don't have the proper flow of yin and yang, we become stagnant and disease manifests. So it is my duty and my love and my passion to share my passion of herbs and healing with all of you. So thank you very much for giving that opportunity. So we have to give back to society. We have to help others by law of this yin and yang. And just remember that while it's really exciting to make up formulas with things like Andrographis paniculata and Panax quinquefolius and all of the other wonderful herbs that we know, don't overlook the power of a cup of hot chamomile tea and a hug for a friend who's in need. That by itself can be an incredibly healing experience. I want to congratulate you for a few things. First, congratulations on this great achievement and this milestone in your journey of healing. Graduating from this program is no simple feat. There's a lot of knowledge, a lot of information, and a lot of hard work. Also, congratulations for connecting with the plant world. Society often overlooks the fact that plants and humans have an innate symbiosis. And without that symbiosis, the world would collapse. As herbalists, it is our duty to be stewards of the earth. Finally, congratulations on understanding that we should help the plants as they offer help to us. If we just listen to what they say, that's the complicated part. And that's the part that takes a life of study. So here is my charge. I charge you to go forth and do your herbalist duty. Help those around you who are suffering. Plant some rosemary and oxygen-giving trees. Till the soil. Clean up garbage from the environment. Teach about the power of herbs in daily life. Teach people how to cook with them and make teas and eat them as a daily medicine and daily food. Teach people to have conversations over chamomile tea. And so I wish you the best of luck in your journey ahead.
Congratulations, dear graduates. I wish I could be there in person, but I'm in India caregiving. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to, yes, wish you all congratulations, well done, and let you know that it was an honor and joy to guide you through your Ayurveda journey this year. Like I have mentioned to you guys so many times, you have been one of the most interactive, amazing classes that I have taught ever since the time I've been with Joyful Belly, which has been maybe like 3 or 4 years. So congratulations. Have the confidence that you have it in you to guide your clients skillfully. I have seen it via mentorship and in-class consultations. You are all well equipped. So enjoy your journey. Enjoy bridging this ancient wisdom with modern life, and do it with great joy and much love and many blessings. Take care.
Thank you so much to our amazing teachers and teachers' assistants, because without you guys, I mean, we just can't do what we do. So we appreciate you being here and sharing what you have to share with our students. So I'd like to invite everyone to please stay on for just a few minutes after John's closing remarks so you can read through the special feedback and messages from our college to each of you. We've loved watching you grow and learn over the course of your studies and seeing the wonderful impressions you've made on your teachers and support team members. So we'll also invite our grads to stay on Zoom for a short community gathering after the ceremony. And now I would like to invite John to conclude our ceremony with a few brief closing remarks.
Thank you, Rachel. Yes, we truly stand on the shoulders of giants, and those giants are the teachers. So thank you, teachers, for all your help, and also staff at Joyful Belly, from student facing, staff members such like Haley and Julie in student support, always ready for anything, with a smile. It's hard to do. Everybody has all kinds of things going on in their personal lives, and as they go through the course, students have issues that come up, and we've got to be ready for anything. Really, Haley and Julie have to be ready for anything, and they are, and they meet that with strength and stamina, and I appreciate that, their versatility and flexibility, and dedication. And I know all of you who've interacted with them, um, have can see how special they are. And our new teachers this year, we're excited to have you on the path, and to that you that taking the next stage in your clinical career, not just learning and not just helping your clients, but also sharing the knowledge. And so you are also the giant shoulders that we are standing on. Uh, yeah, so I can 100% say that we haven't been shy in jumping into the mysteries of the body after all of the tongues, poop, urine, skin, blood, and guts that we've been analyzing, reaching out to, exposing, looking at, self-analyzing. But they do say beauty is pain. I think, though, they didn't know that pain meant Ayurveda's habit of studying poop, tongue, skin, blood, and guts. So we've all discussed very personal things, and we've had to make ourselves humble in that process. And humility, it's the great paradox that I think is really lost in the wider culture, that humility is confidence, right? Humility often feels like the opposite of confidence, but it is confidence. It's the knowing that we are imperfect and the feeling okay with our imperfection, knowing we are creaturely, that we are not yet gods. We've undertaken a great study. We know we need to study hard. We know we need more. But in our humility, we're also willing to fail trying, right? Like that's what it means to be humble, is that I'm okay with failing. And that's really hard to do. And it's a real spiritual gift. And you know that the sign of that is, is a person, can speak with confidence, but not with pride, right? Like that we find this way, this sweet spot of not, needing to pump ourselves up, but at the same time, also projecting whatever is truly great in us. And there's, it's a tightrope walk. And I'm just gonna say we've already been humbled. And so now that we know we are creaturely, let's be, willing to put ourselves out there. And and so uh in closing, let us pause in prayer for your new gifts as health and wellness professionals and for all of your future clients. Pray for your future clients that the work of your hands may prosper also, and the work of your hearts may be blessed for the good of all. This great labor of love, which you have nobly advanced, is not an end, has not yet been fulfilled, but is a beginning. We've immensely enjoyed all that we have discovered so far, but greater joys are yet to come as you go out and share what you have learned. Don't keep it hidden out of fear that you have nothing to offer. You know more than 99% of the world about health. So take what you know and call others to it. The future holds many possibilities, but you can get lost in the next step, asking yourself questions like, to what am I actually called? Those are good questions to ask. But remember, the journey is not just about you. It's also about the client. Answers to these existential questions appear ever-changing and ever-shifting. And so the simple answer to your next step is start with the client. Go out today and plug into a community and take an action to reach out to a client today before sundown. Put yourself out there in some way. That's my graduation challenge to you. Not tomorrow, but today. Do that every day. The opportunities will come and your path will become clear as long as you are on the path. Stay connected to us as well. Send us news and accomplishments that we can put in our newsletter. We welcome your contributions to human health. And we bless you on your way. Congratulations, everybody, on all that you have accomplished.
Thank you, John, and congratulations again, everyone. Please stick around for the next few minutes.
but don't look down. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, hey. I'm on top of the world, hey. Been waiting on this for a while now. Paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, hey. Been holding in for a while, hey. Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. I'm on top of the world. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, hey. I'm on top of the world, hey. Been waiting on this for a while now. Paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to smile, hey. Been holding in for a while, hey. Take you with me if I can. Been dreaming of this since a child. And I know it's hard when you're falling down, and it's a long way up and you make the ground. But get up now, get up now. And I know it's hard when you're falling down, and it's a long way up and you make the ground. But get up now, get up now. 'Cause I'm on top of the world, hey. I'm on top of the world, hey. Waiting for this for a while now. Paying my dues to the earth. I've been waiting this long, hey. Hold me there for a while, hey. Take you with me if I can. Dreaming of this guitar. I'm on top of the world. Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby.
If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far.
Don't worry, baby.
Just call my name. I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry. 'Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough
To keep me from getting to you, baby. Remember the day I set you free. I told you you could always count on me, darling. From that day on, I made a vow. I'll be there when you want me, some way, somehow. Oh, baby, there ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby. Oh, no, darling.
No wind, no rain, or winter's cold can stop me, baby.
No, no, baby.
'Cause you are
If
my
you're ever in
goal.
trouble, I'll be there on the double. Just send for me, oh, baby.
My love is alive, deep down in my heart, although we are miles apart.
If you ever need a helping hand, I'll be there on the double, just as fast as I can. Don't you know that there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough.
Me from getting to you, babe, don't you know that there
Ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough.
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive. And the world, I'm turning inside out. Yeah. I'm floating around in ecstasy. So don't stop me now. Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. I'm a shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva. I'm good time.